All right. Gonna get this thing going. I want to see what I can do to get this thing going to the highest of the highest of the highest levels. And with the participation of you guys, it should happen. Come on, we get 2 more people. I'm gonna get this thing going. Testing 1. Technical difficulties. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna test out something. I'm gonna use you guys that's in the box, man, as a guinea pig. We got 19 people in the house. That's good enough to get things going. So let me know if you guys are able to hear me. Let me know if you are able to understand what I'm saying. Things of that ilk. Let me know if you are able to hear me. Give me a thumbs up emoji, something like that. We're gonna figure out how to get this thing going. This is what I want to do. For those who out there, who got good internet speed, I'm gonna try something out. And I know for sure, we got a lot of people that got good internet speed out there. This is what I'm gonna do. And my stuff is looking choppy as all get out. Let me know if it's slow on your lagging on your end before I do this. And choppy. Let me see. So it's all good. You guys giving me the thumbs up. So this is what I'm gonna do. This out. Want to be able to try this out. Start good on here and say nothing crazy. Here you go. There's the link. Click on the link. If you have Google Hangout, come join me. I want to hear you live. I know it's got like 20 people out there. Go ahead and click on the link. You're gonna be live on the show. We're gonna rock and roll. We're gonna roll with that. I want to hear you guys speak. So it can be like 20, 30 people in the house at one good time. Let me know if you guys are able to do that. Those who especially who's not shy, because I know most of you guys are not shy, right? I know you guys are not shy. Talk all day. Say invalid. Let me post it down. Let me see what I am. See, I'm copying it. Close it out. Somebody got to join me today. Somebody. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post it in the actual description box. If you got a cell phone, it might not work that way. It should be in the description box. Got 27 people in the house. Let's go. The link says invalid again. Let me know if you see you can't click on the link through the I guess through the chat box. See if you can see it in the description box. See if you can click on it from there. Try to go. What's up, Paco? Shout out to you, Patel. Shout out to you too as well. David, shout out to you. Cowboys. What's this? Cowboys fan. Who else we got? We got 30 people in the house now. Is the link still saying invalid? Somebody able to comment through. Who that is? Let me put my headset on. I'm gonna hit my headset on. Yo.
Am I on?
Man, you live 90 like you live like 95, man. Who
Oh
else?
man, how you doing, man?
Who this is?
It's Hirsch.
Hirsch. There
Part of
you
the Dallas
go.
Prospects, you know.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. First one
Yeah,
to jump in there like swimwear. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah. Hey, it works
Yeah.
better on the laptop. So if you want to tell your viewers that, oh, they can see me. Wow.
Yeah, you live, man. You live like 95, man. I don't know if you guys play. I'm telling y'all my age now. So what's your thoughts on this Cowboys, man?
What are you covering today? Like,
Anything, man. This is just an impromptu show, man. I'm just sitting there thinking while letting these videos update and everything. I just said, hell, let me just speak out and reach out to everybody that's out there
oh
who
yeah,
follow the Cowboys. So give everybody a platform to talk, spit their
yeah.
mind, you know.
Well, I really like to cover the draft stuff. That's really just what I like to talk about. But yeah, I'm thinking we have to pick up a DT in the free agency or one of these guys.
One of those guys, DT's got right. So Stephen Jones running his mouth. He already said,
Oh, yeah.
"Well, I'm not really interested in a defensive one tech." And I'm sitting
Mm-hmm.
here like, man, if he don't hush his mouth, if he don't
Right.
shut it
Yeah.
up, it's crazy, man.
He's been really blunt about it too. I'm surprised that he said so many things because usually Cowboys kind of keep it to themselves. But yeah, he's been quite a loudmouth recently.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Whereas I don't know if it's just in the Joneses family. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's Johnny Walker Blue talking, but
Right.
it's just one of those things where I'm sitting here saying to myself, "Hey, Stephen Jones, hush your mouth because at the 19th pick, we can have Vita Vea there. And if you don't want him, then maybe somebody can probably try to dance with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, Vito Vea, he's a prospect that's gonna be hard to pass up on if he's there at 19.
Yeah, it is
He
gonna be
got,
hard. Now.
yeah.
I'll go crazy if he does, but
Yeah.
we seen the Cowboys do some crazy things in the
Right.
past
It's
before.
like Shango. He went crazy last year when we passed up on who was it? The linebacker out of Alabama, Reuben Foster.
Oh my God, yeah, yeah, but it was good. It was good that we did pass up on him. We
Yeah.
didn't need nobody else. Look, we
Oh, we
got
got
somebody
another
else in
one.
the house too as well. We got
Yeah.
Jade. What's up,
Yo,
fam? Man, what's
what's
going
up,
on with you?
baby?
Yeah, yeah. What's going on with you, man?
Man, let's talk. Let's talk.
Look, man. We talking about passing up. What it was, Foster Patel
Yeah,
Hurst.
Foster.
Yeah. So we were talking about passing up on Foster, right? I mean,
Uh,
you guys live on the nation now, so we getting this thing going one way or another. So, what are your thoughts, man, about this Stephen Jones running his mouth?
about Foster.
No, no, no. Well, I'm running everywhere. All right, so we passed up on Foster. We were talking about if he passed up on Vita Vea, how crazy would that be?
If he passed up on Vita Vea,
Mm-hmm. At the 19th pick.
I I wouldn't like it long because if you look at the Eagles, they're built on the D line.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got those two cloggers in the middle. You know, I feel like it'll help the linebackers out more. I think it'll definitely help Sean Lee stay healthy. Um, but if Vita Vea is gone, I
Mm-hmm.
got to go get Tremaine Edmonds.
Ooh.
Because I feel like Sean Lee, if he gets, what you gonna do? Like how many more years you gonna rely on this? I don't think you need a wide receiver in the first round. I think you can hold out.
Mm-hmm.
But and my other thing, because I said it before on your channel, was like if you have a Derwin James, let's say you don't get an Earl Thomas. Now it becomes, I feel like those three positions, it becomes you can't go wrong with either or. Because you gotta I still got faith in Randy Gregory, Law. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he could come back and bounce back, brother.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping he can. We
And
all seen
Randy Gregory right now, this Randy Gregory.
He rolling them up, Paul. He rolling them up, man. But I hope he ain't doing that, man. I hope he ain't doing
Me
that.
too, man. I'm just joking with y'all, man. He got a little daughter, right? He got a daughter now, a kid, something like that. And I hope he got his mind right. It's something about playing for something, For him playing for something this year, I think his old lady or fiance or wife, however you look at it, she probably twisting his hand saying, get out there, make something happen. And we do know what he was in Nebraska, right, with Collins. And if we can just have him coming back, if he can just give me 8 games, I just want 8 games from him at least, something, so that we can have some type of threat off the line, because that's what we've been missing. We had D-Law to come out through the mergers last year, right? And we saw D-Law, of course, his rookie year. But hopefully, man, Randy Gregory can stay off the weed, and we can get something going.
I hope so. Those are my 3 positions that I would choose from in the first round. I mean, now I was also thinking, you know what they say, what if you address your needs in free agency? Like, what if you go get your safety? And what if you say, you know what, we're going to deal with the Irvin in that middle of the field again? Do you try to grab the Giants second pick to go get that big guard from Notre Dame? I know they may be pushing it, but your O-line is straight for years.
Oh, man. For decades.
Your O-line is straight for
It's something about it.
Now, I'm going to tell you, like, what I'm upset is I'm mad we didn't try to get Marcus Peters.
Yeah.
Know what was given up. I feel like you could have slid Jordan Lewis in the slot, because that's what he was most known for. You know what I'm saying? In Michigan, even though he could do his thing on the outside, he can take over Scandra position.
What did Peters go for? What was the picks? Like what was the compensation?
Round, he went for like a 4th round this year,
4th round,
and it'll be a 2nd round next year. Yeah. So imagine what we would have to do to get an Earl, who's older than Peters.
Yeah,
and you may not have to give up a whole lot, and we got all these picks. I wouldn't mind bundling.
I'd give up a 3rd round for that guy.
Yeah, I think the Rams won with that, because I figured 19 interceptions. I'm thinking you're gonna give up more than a 4th round for this year, but I mean, I think it was probably ready to get away from him.
Dog, man. Hey, that's something else, man. Hey, I like that insight, man. I like you bringing that to my attention. I didn't know what they got rid of to get him. I've been so busy. But, man, Peters, I liked him coming out of the draft when he came out the same year that Byron Jones, right? So it's one of those things where I'm sitting here saying, if we're not willing and dealing, then we still is going to be sitting back here looking at the same thing, 9-7, 8-8 type of feel. We might can stretch something out this year if Zeke is the key. If Zeke can play every game, then it's impossible for us to lose 7 or more games, to me, in my opinion, But let me give a shout out to everybody. Andrew, shout out to you. Gabriel, King Quad out there, Virginia Finest. Hey, Roy, my brother from another mother out there too as well. Cowboys fan, shout out to you too as well. Thank everybody for tuning in the chat box. I got my guys. I got Jada, and I got that's how you say your name, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
I can't read. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
I got Jada and I got Hurst in the house, man. You guys, I put the link in the description box, so feel free to chime in and jump in to the party line. This is what we gonna call it, man. What we gonna call this thing? The party line. What we want to call it?
Call the party line.
The party line, man. Ain't there's a rapper out there named The Party or something like that?
Party. Hey, Law.
What's up?
Let me ask you a question.
Talk to me.
why you do your boy like that on was it Tuesday? Why you do your boy like that on Tuesday with the crossover, man?
Oh man, he's calling me out.
Hey man,
that's
it's my secret identity, man. Hey, you know you don't supposed to give out my secret identity. I'm Clark
I
Kent
know
right
my
now.
fault,
You
brother.
know what I
My
mean?
fault.
Bro, you
My
look just
fault.
like him too.
Yes, indeed, man. Hey,
Oh,
hey.
and Law, my
Mm.
other one is what about from the Jets? You know, Dallas was thinking about picking him up every time a defensive tackle gets thought about free agency. We
Now,
bring,
we was talking about known commodities, right? And we talking about
Mhm.
commodities from a financial piece. Those who out there invest, we know for sure what Apple can do, right? We know what Apple stocks can do. We know what Google stocks are. We know what Walmart stocks are. Those are commodities that you go out and you put your money towards that because you know it's going to be a profitable stock one way or another, right? So if we get somebody like that, you know, you put him in the middle of the line, watch how Collins explode. Watch how my guy D Law just have a monster year. Watch how, even believe it or not, watch how Taco have more season to his play out there. It would be nice. It would be what I call medieval.
Yeah.
It would be medieval to have him out there, man. But what he's 86 million, 11 million he's asking for. Maybe he can eat some humble pie and just sign a deal for like 5 or 6 mil. We win him.
Mm-hmm.
He's only 28 too.
What'd you say?
You're talking about Wilkerson, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He's only 28. I thought he was a lot older. Yeah.
and he put up numbers last year,
Yeah.
especially for somebody who they didn't want to be there. So my thing is, I mean, how long we gonna keep picking up these, as Stephen A. Smith like to say, these mediocre players
Moore
not gonna produce on the team? Like, you keep trying to get these bargains, but they ain't doing nothing for us. Man, eventually you got to make some type of splash. And hell, we ain't did a splash since Deion Sanders, and you saw what that. So
I mean, we snake bit,
eventually
man.
you got to pay some money, man.
Let's see if we can recall the last splash. What the attempt of splash, right?
Don't count no Brandon Carlo.
But no, we're gonna try to say, we're gonna say that we're gonna just say that was their attempt. They attempted with. Okay, let's go back. Let's jog our minds since we got nothing but time on our hand. So we tried to do it with Greg Hardy, right? Let's see if we can go back. We're gonna moonwalk this thing. We tried Greg Hardy, and then before Greg Hardy, we tried Brandon Carr. I could be missing out on somebody. We tried Roy Williams, the receiver, right?
Yeah.
All right, and who else we tried? My mind getting long. Rocket Ismail. T.O. Terry Glenn. Terry Glenn.
Yeah, Terry Glenn.
All right, getting a little feedback from somebody.
Well, then you can even talk about Rocky. Rocky this man.
Joey Galloway.
That's what I was talking about. Joey Galloway.
Right.
We gave up the house for him.
So it's one of those things, man. So I don't know what we can do. I think we snake bitten. I think we're scared or something. And it's just one of those things where any player that we try to go out and grab, something falls out of something happened to him. Nothing happens good for us for some strange reason. So even Nolan Carroll, he was horrible. He was supposed to have been like a guy that is going to be able to help these young guys out there, and he goes out there drinking and driving.
I didn't have no faith in him whatsoever when we picked him up, because Dez Bryant was tearing him up in Philly.
Yeah, I just thought he played a better inside technique than Brandon Carr. So I was sitting there like saying, okay, maybe he can just be more serviceable. But then it kind of slapped me across my face what he did with the DUI stuff. He couldn't beat out your boy Jordan Lewis.
Oh, and don't forget Ken Hamlin.
Ken Hamlin. Oh my God! And Gerald Sensabaugh, remember him?
Yeah, I used to like Gerald.
No, man, you remember that pass that the Vikings, the 2011
that
playoff game. He never turned around for the ball, man.
Yeah.
Man, we some fans, man. We know these games.
Man, I wasn't even old enough.
I used to think Will Cox was a thumble, but when we played in Green Bay in 2014, and Devontae Adams just put that slow juke on him, and I'm like, "What are you doing, dude?" Like, he just hit him with the shoulders. He gone. Yeah, that's all it was. I mean, he literally jumped in the air and did it.
Oh,
So,
Wilcox.
yeah,
Yeah, that was hard to watch.
it was. Oh my. Oh, and now they admit it was a catch. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, we gotta talk about that, right? Y'all, hey guys in the chat box, y'all like this impromptu show, right? Hey, you guys can feel free to jump in if you want to.
yeah, y'all jump
Yeah,
in.
y'all jump in. You know what I mean?
Hit that link in the description box.
Yeah,
The link is in the
description.
Lincoln's in the description box. The party line, or somebody said the law line. You know,
Hey,
but
Law, I'm gonna do a donation after we done, man.
oh man, appreciate it.
Yeah,
Donation.
gotta support. So
Yeah, it's kind of like the coming to America donation.
that's right.
All right, so catch no catch, man. Who want Hurst, man? Pick that up for me, man. Tell me how you feel about that.
Well, I think I was like 16 or 17 when that happened. I'm a young guy, but that was my first playoff game as the Cowboys, or the second as the Lions. But yeah, I was pretty disturbed by that because to me it looked like a clean catch. It looked like if anything he might have fumbled it and then recovered it in the end zone. But yeah, I spent the whole time arguing with all my friends, my whole classroom too. But turns out I was right the whole time.
Yeah, I knew I was right because there's a wall somewhere in somebody's house that I'd have destroyed. I punched the hell out of that wall. Man,
Yeah.
I get fears. I look. I don't know about you guys. There's everybody in the comment box, but I'm gonna give you guys a quick insight of law, right?
Mhm.
Man, I damn near cry like a baby, man. Look, I can admit it, man. I'm a diehard fan. When we lose, it's sometimes everybody knows my number when we lose, right? As Cowboys, somebody can relate to me. Somebody in the fan box, chat box can relate. When we lose, it seems like nobody calls us when we win. 2016, I was walking around. 2014 and 2016, I was walking around like, hey, my phone ain't moving. My wife said, baby, your phone sure ain't moving. But when we lose, man, I tell you, when we lose, everybody calling you, hey, man, how about them Cowboys, man? Romo suck, or Dak Prescott can't pass the ball. Everybody know my number when we lose, but when we win, everybody like goes, But Jada, man, what was your thoughts, man, when what happened when that catch? Now we know it's a catch.
I'm active duty, so my parents had actually came down to visit the California from Virginia. Their first time coming out, so I'm thinking they bringing bad luck. My dad's a Raiders fan, my mom is a Cowboys fan, and we in the hotel room watching, and I'm like, it's fourth down. Romo throws a nice pass, he jumps up. I'm like, okay, he caught it. I see him extending, and even then, I'm still thinking the ball doesn't touch. It's something. It's like he got it curled in his, I don't know, in the crease of his arm or something. And I'm like, it popped up, but I'm like, he still had control. And it was when they overturned it. I don't know how it held the tears. I'm surprised I didn't tear that hotel room up, but it was hurting. And even when we had a chance to stop them, our defense back then was, oh my goodness, Rodgers with one leg.
Man, it took the out of the defense.
Stop him for nothing. I'm like, you look at Scandrick.
Hey, Jay, hold on for one quick second. I gotta give a shout out to Brandon for donating to the nation $10. That means a lot. Look, we're gonna be live with 3-6 Mafia on March the 22nd in Plano. Those who are in Dallas, I want you guys to come out. I will post a link. You can RSVP. We're gonna have all type of specials, and that's why I'm gonna have Big Game James. You guys see me doing some cross promotion with him. He's going to be there. My guy, Derek, is going to be there. We're going to be live in the flesh. The guy, Computer. You guys heard him before from 3-6 Mafia. He's going to be in the house. We're going to be asking questions. We're going to be talking about Cowboys. We're going to be talking about the catch, no catch, which really is a catch. We're going to be talking about everything you can imagine. We're going to be live in the flesh somewhere where you guys can see us out there. But go ahead and can finish up your point. But thank you, Brandon, too, as well, man. Thank you for donating, man, to the nation. Shout out to shout out to Jackie too as well in the house.
It just seems like, you don't want to think the NFL is picking on you, but it seems like the NFL is picking on you. Like, you want to come out and say, oh, it was a catch. You want to do Zeke for all these, get him for all these games, but you think about everybody that's been getting in trouble in the offseason and nobody has said anything. You know what I'm saying? Like your boy that's in Kansas City, he got his charge. I ain't heard nothing about that. You got Reuben Foster. Nothing comes up with that. I'm like, but everybody's quick to hop on Zeke. You know, so I hope he learns, Law. I hope he learns from this situation. You know, because we need him. We
Yes,
need him.
indeed, man. If Ezekiel Elliott out there, I was looking at somebody posted a blog, and it was like Ezekiel Elliott numbers as opposed to AP Adrian Peterson. Everybody know Adrian Peterson was a dog out there his first 3 years, first 3 years, and they can make those comparisons, and then they were saying that his numbers are actually better. I'm sitting there like, man, if the NFL could just shut up their mouth, and just let these players play football, because we know for sure. Look, just like we know that there was a catch, we know for sure that that young lady was lying. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that I respect the women's rights movement. I respect women.
Yes.
I cannot walk through a door before a lady. You know what I'm saying? I'm Southern hospitality, man.
There you go. That's how we brought.
That's how we are from the South, from the Sip City. You know, that's where I'm from. But that's one of those things where I know for sure Ezekiel Elliott, yes, he's young. He's one of the newer millennium kids out there. But one of the things that I'll say from here, if a lady is lying, you should never entertain that, because it will sully and denigrate those who are telling the truth out there. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where the NFL need to get out of the politics arena and just let us play football, you know? First, man, what you got, man? I was just trying to let you guys get the flow, because you know I get to start talking and I would never hush, you know.
Hey, this your show, Lord.
No, man, this is not my show today, man. This is you guys' show, man. Go ahead. This is now Hearst Nation, and this is also J Nation right here, right in the flesh, right now, man.
Too.
Who else we got in here?
Yeah, somebody else in here.
Yeah.
Who else in here?
Speaker on there.
Gabriel. And now you guys been waiting for. He is actually nothing but the bass. Gabriel. I hope it's if he. All right, man. Until he get his mic or she get his mic or whoever it may be, get their mic situation together. Look, so we talked about defense, right? First round or what have you. Let's look at this second round. What happened if we get a Christian Kirk? What would happen to this offense? Is he a Dak-friendly type of guy? Or what? DJ Chalks or who else out there? DJ Moore. We got Anthony Miller. Who would you rather have with the second or third round pick far as offensive? Because, you know, we got to have some type of explosive guy out there.
I like Kirk. But for some reason, I feel like Anthony Miller is going to be like that Antonio Brown type player. I don't know why he reminds me of him, but I like Kirk. I like Kirk from out of I like Kirk.
Memphis.
Kirk from A&M.
Yeah.
As we say, down the street.
yeah, down the street.
All right, Hurst, man, what you got, man? Who do you have on second, third?
Yeah, I talked about it on the Dallas prospect for the second round players. I like DJ Moore a lot. To me, he's the second best wide receiver because he carries that weight so well for his height, and he's a really quick guy. He's light on his feet, but I think he either him or Kirk. I don't think you could go wrong with either of those guys, especially in the second round. They're going to be really good.
So either one of those guys would just be fantastic with this team. But this is what we need to realize too as well. Hopefully I can find some film out there to put out there for us, the KD Cannon. I want to see what you guys have an opinion on him. He may be a hidden guy out there. He got speed. He can take the top off the defense. And also we got the second year Noah Brown. He started coming along. I think that he's pretty good on his routes. I was looking at some of the film. Now some of the balls hit him in the hand. He dropped it, and I was like, okay, I give him that. It was his rookie year. But what if these guys start stepping it up? And who I called Baby Dez, I forgot his name just that quick, at the tip of my tongue, Lance Lenore. So what if these guys start merging, start stepping it up? And did we forget about the Rico Suave, gathers, So what happened if these guys start stepping it up? Maybe we have some in-house talent. What are you guys' thoughts on them?
We too loyal, Long. I feel
true
like
that.
I feel like as long as Jason Witten is still wearing 82 with that star on his helmet, he's not gonna come off that field. Like I remember when Hannah came out of Oklahoma, I'm like, this guy runs a 4.3. Hannah can take the top off, but They never gave him the light of day on the field. They barely put him out there. I don't know why we draft these tight ends, but don't use them because Jason Witten comes out there and is like still shows that he got it. But we all know when Jason Witten catch that ball, he's not going no further than where he at. So I like Rico Gathers, you know, and that's a big dude. I looked at his numbers the other day. I'm like, I didn't know he was that big, like he is huge. I see why they call him Zeus, but I just feel like we too loyal to our players, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't see them getting rid of Dez either this year because if you do, you better have somebody at the number one. You better grab somebody.
Gotta grab somebody. So we did that. We let T.O. go and we picked up Dez. So it could be the same scenario. And I'm not saying that we're going to have to get rid of T.O. 2.0 Dez. He's mix that up a little bit. But hey, Ernst, man, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, he put it on the spot, man. Like Jason Witten said, you know, that was a wasted pick. And if you allow your players to say that to a GM, like that really kind of concerns me. If you remember, Derek talked about it last week. I think it was at where he talked about how Jason Witten, every time they picked up a tight end in the draft, he just came to the front office and told them that was a wasted pick.
All right, so salute to that. Hey, we got some more people in the party line, man. I'm gonna just bring them on in since I see a little icon in the bottom. What we got right here, man? It says Dallas. Shout out to you.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing fine like wine, man. What's up with you, man?
I'm hanging in there. Just, you know, grinding.
Okay. So talk to me, man. So you got the draft coming around. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions of what the Cowboys should do, or facts, man? You can lay some facts down too as well.
Honestly, as a fact, I know for a fact that they're probably going to draft an offensive lineman in the first round. I understand they got some needs defensively, especially in the linebacker position, because we don't know where Hitchens is going to go or if he stays. If he stays, that's great, but you know, you could see where on the left side, even when Tyron Smith is back, I mean, it was just atrocious. It was atrocious.
Are you fading in and out? All right, you probably have to. Let me see what I got to do.
See what I got to do right here.
Sound like I'm in the
vortex.
You are in the matrix.
Let me see if I can do. All right.
Well, let me know if you guys.
Hear extreme
echo. Everybody, King
Quad. Shout out to you.
So he's in dead
laughing.
Hey, Dallas, mute your mic.
Mute your mic right here.
All right, so hello. Still getting the echo.
How about that?
Everybody, let's see if y'all can mute your mic.
Mics.
Yo.
All right, so hello. And I am in the matrix. Right here. All right, testing 1, 2, 3. Now it sounds like I'm on a radio broadcast. All right, so we got Brandon now who done joined. Into the show, and we got somebody else joining. This said Brandon. Okay. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for the donation.
But let me do this. I'm gonna pause everything.
All right, so undoubtedly, let me know if you guys can still hear me, and I got the mic on mute on the other end. Can you guys hear me? Jackie, are you able to hear me? King Quad, are you able to hear me? right, so it's not working that way. All right, so this is what we're going. I'm gonna try one other thing. All right, so hello, can you guys hear me? Still echo. All right, guys, are you guys still able to hear me?
Yeah.
What does it sound like on your end, man?
You're echoing. You're echoing.
I'm lost in the matrix. All right, so just wanted to wrap it up. What I'm going to do, I might jump back on it in 5-6 minutes, but I got to get rid of this echo because it's crazy.
Peace.
Peace.
Honestly, I prefer Hernandez.
I mean, you're talking about Ezekiel Elliott now. He'll have somebody that he can just close his eyes to run behind.
Yeah.
And you got a formidable left tackle right beside him. I mean, across this whole front line, you're talking about a vicious, dog, nasty type of offensive line. You're talking about Ezekiel Elliott averaging 5.7 yards type of run, with a Hernandez. You guys were able to hear what I just said?
Yeah, with the echo.
Brandon, man, talk to me, man.
Yeah, what's going on, Law? From Carolina, calling from Virginia. But since we're talking about the draft, Sony Michelle or Nick Chubb, I feel then we good with Rod Smith, another back, and our goal as a team to rush for 3,000 yards.
Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Are you guys able to hear me now out there in the nation? All right, so that's one of those things. So, hey, I'm gonna cancel this thing out, man. We're gonna try to kick this thing up another time, another day, another story. But I appreciate all y'all for joining in. I appreciate you for joining in. Let me just do a rundown. Brandon, shout out to you, man. Thank you for participating. Dallas, I see your emblem there. I don't know if you're still there in the mix, but a shout out to you too as well. Gabriel, man, you came in the game with some good insights, some different insights to it. Jay, thank you, man, for joining in too as well and following the channel for a long time. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but salute to you guys. That's all my time. I will try to figure out a way to do this thing again and again and again. But that's all I have for today. And remember, you guys are listening to nothing but the best. Salute.
Cowboy Nation.
There you go. We out. Peace.
Peace.
All right. All right. Let's see what we can do. Move this. Bam. All right. You guys can still hear me, right? We can hear you now. And now you're leaving. Joe Boo. My Cowboys family stream is over. Yeah, man. I was trying to figure out to do something different. I don't know why it jumped around and got crazy on me, but it's just one of those things where maybe the lag time and the internet speed that I got on my end was just too much and it overpowered everything. But it's just one of those things. I appreciate everybody for tuning in and things like that. We talked, man. Hey, came up with some different type of points with it, which I pretty liked. You know, I'm always in mind of moving out and reaching out to people, talking about Cowboys content. I love the Cowboys more than I like them. Everybody out there knows that, right? You gotta have a team and you gotta have a passion in what you do. It's one of those things, man. It's the off season, a lot of things slow, and we all know that. You know, it's just one of those things, just one of those days. So I don't know. I need to really get that Hayden Hurst film out there. Hayden Hurst. If I can. One other thing before I go. This is just a botch type of not botch, but a botch type of stream that I did tonight. Normally I'm on point, on money, but you just never know how things roll. Wonder where that thing went to. It went away. I must have accidentally deleted it, but it's one. There you go. Please see if I can get this thing online. Right, so that is on, but why I can't see anything from it. Why this camera not working? Zeke, shout out to you, man. Still trying to figure out these bugs, man, that's in this system. That's what I'm doing. I'm working on. We still got 16 people in the house, though. How about that? So that is working. That is working. Now. Camera not working. That's the thing. Cameraman, where are you? Thing. There she go. Boy. Here. OBS is the system that we use to get things going. So as you guys see with OBS, you can move this around everywhere. And that's how this over here. Right now. So the thing is with OBS, a lot of people who don't know about the program, the OBS program is free 99. You don't have to pay for anything to utilize it. You can capture anything that's on your computer screen. So that's how I am capturing this quote unquote chat box that I always call it a chat box. Go back and rewind and see. Shout out to Brandon. I said Nukin. That's how you say his name. That's how you do that. And who that? Gonzalez, shout out to you too as well. Dak Prescott come back 2018 and 2019. Yeah, man, we want Dak Prescott to succeed, in this next level. We want Dak Prescott to step it up. It's just one of those things that, like I said before, I want to see him step up through his throws. I want to see him being able to do his pre-snap reads better. I think Dak Prescott has the pedigree. I think that he has the wherewithal to step it up. Newkirk, that's how you say it. Thank you, Brandon, man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the donation to help grow the nation, man. I really appreciate you. I don't know what happened, with the stream or what have you, but it is what it is, right? I guess I had too many people on the party line, the law line, as we are calling it, right? But I'm thinking about a whole lot of things. This 19 draft pick, man. We got to figure out a way. I mean, some way, somehow, one way or another, with this pick. And I do like the philosophy of getting the offensive line. And now you have a staple piece on your offensive line. But at the same time, I love defense. And I think really deep down in my heart, I think defense is what wins the games. I think that what Jacksonville Jaguars did was like remarkable in a sense, because they was able to go out and grab some free agency pieces and they helped elevate their defense. They was always a tweener type of team, whereas although they lost a lot of games, like 4 games, they won like 4 games. Like previous year, they won like 2 games. It's always with something like that, right? So with defense, it helps push and propel them to another level. And that's with their free agency acquisition. My only thing is with Stephen Jones and his way of running his mouth, I don't know whether or not that's doing a good job. I don't know whether or not it's Stephen Jones playing some type of Jedi mind trick type of situation. It's just one of those things. Gonzalez, shout out to you too as well again. I want Derwin James so bad. Derwin James, when I looked at his film, he's a dog. He's got a level of cockiness about himself, right? It's always a plus when you have that type of pedigree, mindset, temperament. You guys gonna always hear me say temperament. Why do I say that? It's just something that's like a progression. It's an aggressive tone about yourself. It's your demeanor. It's the way you attack the field. It's the way you put yourself out there. It's how you prepare yourself for the game. And when you prepare yourself like that, it just pushes you beyond your measures, beyond your thoughts. And I always go back to this saying too as well. Everyone have reasons, but results are what matters. And what did you do in your collegiate level means so much to me personally of how it's not about winning or losing. It's how you came out there and prepared yourself. And that Derwin James guy, he flies out to the ball. He never gave lip about when he played a position, when he played outside of his position. They actually put this guy, Derwin James. Look at his film. If you guys can't go to NFL draft breakdown or draft breakdown, I think that's the name of the website. Go to that site and you can see they put this guy as a linebacker. They put him inside and played Mike. They played him outside on the weak side, the strong side. They even kicked him as free safety and strong safety. they had James playing pretty much everywhere out there on the field. So when you got a guy that can just flies out to the ball, explosive, got the type of temperament, I'm talking about the mindset to be a leader of man. You got that guy out there, you put him out there, and you talking about somebody that's eating. That is what this guy Derwin James is. And you're talking about Chris Richards, man, you're talking about a match made in heaven. Great. I'm talking about a great study for him to be in the mix, because now I talked about validation. You got Chris Richards, who already validated in a sense because he got a Super Bowl ring. He already elevated the Earl Thomases of the worlds and also the Cam Chancellors. Now you're talking about somebody who's going to be able to talk, and the player's going to listen because he has those validations, right? Those credentials. He has the mouth to say, hey, this is what happened. This is what needed to occur. And guess what? These guys going to fall in suit. Now, if you think about this, Byron Jones, I always say he's a corner at heart. He's just one of those freakish type of players that you can put on the tight end. Maybe you can play him, kick him into the inside, and maybe you can have him playing aggressive against smaller receivers on the outside too as well. So it's a win-win situation for Byron Jones to play corner and move himself away from safety. But this is a conundrum piece. I love Chidobe Awuzie. Chidobe Awuzie to me is a lights-out corner. He will be a lights-out corner. Mark my words. He's aggressive, flies out to the ball. He has the temperament. I'm going to say this word again, the temperament. I want to say it so many times that everybody get mad at me when I say it. He has the temperament to play onto the outside, and you can close your eyes and say, hey, forget about it. I do know that he had one of his worst games against the Raiders, but he's still a rookie that year, But he's one of those guys that's aggressive, physical, can get into the opposition face and play man. And he can play the loose bell technique too as well. He can play those type of techniques out there, got good hips, turn his head around to the ball. He has the athleticism to cover pretty well out in space. That is what I like to see when I'm talking about Chidobe Awuzie. And you put Chris Richards out there, come on now. I won't be surprised if Earl Thomas say, I want to be on his team now. And then Richard Sherman say, hey, could I come too? I won't be surprised if Richard Sherman say, hey, I want to go where Earl goes, because that can possibly happen, guys. I'm not saying that you go out and get Richard, because Richard kind of getting long in the tooth. And I think that Richard, to me, he's not as quick as Byron Jones. So hold on for a second. Excuse me. He's not as quick as a Byron Jones. So it's one of those things where I'm sitting here saying, not Richard, of course, is more physical, because Richard, he can get down and dirty with players. I think Byron Jones is kind of avoid the tackle sometimes. To me, he tackles up right, and that's why I say, hey, let him play corner, and you won't have to worry about those miscues in tackling or angles that he try to take to I guess not take the blow to his body. But it's just one of those things. Shout out to Cowboys X Factor in the house. Salute to you. Law Nation, I would throw up if we signed Johnny Manziel. All right, well, one of those things with Johnny, if you can just take the off the field situations out, you put those in a little box, The thing is with the Cowboys is that we so media unfrenzy, basically. The media, we kind of like that light that's outside at night and all the bugs fly to them. And if we get somebody like the Johnny Manziel's ilk, you get that, you get the media twisting a lot of things, and they follow him, and he can't go have a beer. Of course, you don't want him to have a beer, but he can't go to Starbucks, for crying out loud, without somebody saying, okay, Johnny, what the heck are you doing? So it's just one of those things. And hey, you know what? I just came up with an idea. I'm gonna move on from the Johnny Manziel because it's kind of crazy in the sense, but I wouldn't mind believe it or not, I wouldn't mind if we did have him somewhere, some way, some form or fashion, because I do know that Jerry Jones like to sell jerseys, and if he comes on the team, it's one of those things where I'm sitting here saying, oh my God. more bull that we're gonna have on our team. But it's just one of those things I still wouldn't mind because it's not my team, it's Jerry Jones' team. All I can do is root for what they do, right? So my opinion wouldn't mean nothing to the Cowboys organization, but it is what it is. But I got a quick idea. I think what I can do with the piece when I had everybody on is that at the end of my show, for like the last 6 or 7 minutes, I have an opening statement for people to join on. Let me know how that would go, guys. If I have a situation where I say, hey, the last 6 minutes, I'm going to have the fan to speak. Y'all jump in. Y'all click the link down below in the description box. I think that probably go well, for like the last 6 minutes. Normally I do a show for like an hour or so, and I just spit and just spit to you guys what I have on my mind. So hopefully that'll work out in the future. All right, so Law Nation, Jarvis Landry better than Dez. Who is this? Cowboys fan Marquez. The thing is, Jarvis Landry is a different type of receiver. Jarvis Landry is a volume type of receiver. He plays in the slot. He plays into the inside of the defense, or the offense, I meant to say. And he's one of those guys that I don't see a lot of separation. I think his 50-50 jump ball is not even close to what Dez can do. So is he a better polished route runner than Dez? Yes, I can give you that. Is he a more, quote unquote, probably a Dak friendlier wide receiver? Yes, I can probably say that too as well, because he has a better hands. He's not as fast. I don't think he probably speed to ratio probably be just about the same. Cowboys fan. But the thing is, it's one of those things where he would still have to pick up the playbook. He's a volume type of receiver. He's one of those guys. He's the black version of Wes Welker, however you want to call him. So he's a black version of that, pretty much so. And Fred Woods, he said 15 minutes. Yeah, I might can do that too as well. Have it like for a segment for 15 minutes. Because the thing was rolling, it just never know how somebody internet speed gonna go and kick out everything, and then we hear the horrible echo. So it was good, man. Let me see. Cowboys X Factor, True Paco. All right, yeah. Curry, come to the low cost. Yeah, why not? If you come for a low cost, my thoughts on that. Nobody really want to lose money. Money is why they call it money. My needs, and a lot of people in the NFL, NFL life is what 3 to 4 years max. These agents that's over the players going to say, hey, if you do this, then it will affect. There'll be a ripple effect. So the only places where people normally go for cheap, there's something just strange up there. It's New England. Players come to play for cheap there. For some reason. And it's another place too as well that I think maybe the Steelers. I don't know. People normally go to those teams where they think they can get a chip or somewhere. Not saying that Dallas is not the place, but the problem is with Dallas is that it's just one of those things where as you come to Dallas, all of a sudden now we got to pay you. Green Bay's too cold. Dallas will be a nice spot for players to go, but it's just one of those things that I think that the way Jerry Jones fall in love, he ended up paying the players too much, and it's one of those things. Then the press conference and the media boost that player up, and if they have any transgressions like the Greg Hardy, I know a lot of people say he was cancer, but Greg Hardy, the media pumped that stuff up. If Greg Hardy was smart, he would have just said it out and he would say, hey, I'm going to go to Houston, or I'm gonna go to the Browns or Cincinnati, because those are places where the media market is just not just gonna be all in your face. To lay low and then reemerge following year. Gabriel, man, I appreciate you, man. You had some good points. I'm gonna do some more hangout things down the line. I'm thinking about like. Somebody said, hey, you should do it for like 15 minutes into a show, or 15 minutes on the latter part of the show. So hopefully I can fix out those bugs and we do a hangout that way. Or I can do the old traditional way with the phone call in. I'm just thinking about other ways. It's the off season. This is when the time you have to tinker around with a lot of stuff. A lot of news is not really out there. So you try to figure out a way to stay interactive with people who fall in love with the same team that you have in mind. Tom Jones, shout out to you. They should use Jalen and Sam and last year because it's great straight line. Yeah. But Tom Jones, is it Ton or Tom? Ton, my eyes and my contacts are drying out on me. Jones, Ton Jones, Jerry Jones' cousin, right? The thing is with that, Jalen Ramsey, Cowboys, Jalen Smith, and Sam. Well, they was high on Damian Wilson, and people fail to realize Damian Wilson played his butt off during the offseason. We just didn't see that little fiasco he had at the stadium, pulling out his rifle or getting into a shouting match with somebody, whatever it was. I kind of think that threw his game off. The year previous, before that, he's showing like an emerging star out there. And then you got to have the understanding of Hitch, so they're rotating Hitch at Sam, and they're rotating Damian Wilson. So, I mean, you look at the physical trait of Jalen Smith. Last year was his rookie year, believe it or not, because he was injured, redshirted his first year. So this was his really rookie year. So hopefully, maybe, just maybe, we can have a Jalen Smith year like he had with the like his college year, of course. But maybe we can have the same type of deal whereas they had with Jared Goff. Everybody wrote off Jared Goff his first year. Then maybe you put Jalen Smith in here the second year. Maybe he'll step up and show out. Maybe everybody saying, man, Cowboys got to steal this round, you know what I mean? So hopefully, I'm being optimistic. I'm trying to be positive with this whole situation. So hopefully, and I mean hopefully, with that, that can happen, something like that, And when you're talking about Sean Lee playing the weak side, well, he only playing that so we can save him, and that's just how it goes. Also, I love your work, brother. That's from Curry. Thank you so much for that. What do you think about Deshaun Elliott or Derwin James? Deshaun Elliott is anywhere from the late, middle, second round. Derwin Trinidad James is not going to be in the second round. So he's one of those guys that's going to believe he's a game changer, but he's one of those guys that are going to be gone, probably top 5, probably top 10. I'm talking about Derwin James. Somehow, some way, they need to just figure something out. But it's always a pleasure, man, talking to you guys. But I'm getting tired, man. It's been running for 1 hour and some change. You guys know I got a lot of things to do. So, with that being said, look for me to do a live stream probably tomorrow. It's Friday. Hopefully, I can try to figure out time and space to jump on with Mark. I know he does a live stream on Friday. We're talking about Mark Holmes, the Joe Boo Sports Report, the Godfather, right? So maybe I could jump on with him and we can talk about some football if time is permitted. Because we got the combine coming around and we got really the skills going on this weekend. So hopefully something can come out into the mix and hang out, chat tomorrow. Gabe, man, I'm gonna try. But that's been my time again. I really thank everybody for yours. And remember, you guys are listening to nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing but the best. Salute. We're out. Let me see what we got in store for today. Here you go. Bam.